What's up, Nomad Nation? You've got Godfather. I am one third of your Nomad Gamers. It is Thursday. We made it through another week. And I'll tell you what, this week went by quick. Hang on just a second. There we go. Now I look better. So, as I was saying, this week went a hell of a lot better than last week. As y'all know, I was in California last week, so I was still working real hard. But this week we are home and we are ready to rock and roll. So let's get right down to business, shall we? So it's a whole new look for Thirsty Thursday. I've got my viewer count up top. I've got my chat over here in the corner, and then I'm just gonna do this real quick. And I got that right there. So I have completely overhauled the look of Thirsty Thursday and Talking Tuesday. So hopefully this flows a little bit better for me. Now, if you are watching us over there on Facebook, thank you very much. Here is all of. Turn the gain down. I swear, Crust Rider, you every time. Hang on, let me see if I can't turn this down just a little bit. We've been messing with our mics. How's that? All right, well, either way. So down here, you're going to see if you're following me on Facebook, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. Over here, you're going to be able to find me on Nomad Gamers every Tuesday, every Thursday, and then every Wednesday, and either every Saturday or Sunday, depending on when we upload, but it will be on the weekends. Then over here is where I'm going to need. Where am I at? Right here. This is where I'm going to need your most help at, Nomad Nation. TikTok, Godfather1. I will be uploading more content to that. I will be uploading this episode. I will also be uploading Talking Tuesdays and snippets of some of the episodes for the Nomad Gamers. And then, like always, since today is uh, Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, and Talking Tuesdays, come at you live on Twitch, and you can find that. Well, it's right over there. Godfather09. That is where you can find me. Give me a follow. I stream every Monday, every Wednesday, and Fridays are iffy, but I will let you know while I am going on this show, and that is for another post. That's for another part of this episode. I have a whole new setup, so it's kind of hard for me to move around. I'm still getting used to the new mic. I'm still getting used to the new area, but we will get there, and before you know it, it will be smooth as butter. But we made it through another week. It is Thirsty Thursday. Go ahead and grab your favorite beverage of choice, whether that be barley pop or whether that be a soda pop or whether that be just water. But raise them up high. We made them through another week. So toast to you guys. Ooh, this one was a little fuzzy. All right, let's kick this off. So, what did you guys think of the new intro? The starting soon. I found it. It reminded me of Vice City. Kind of reminded me a little bit of hopefully Grand Theft Auto 6 that should be dropping this fall. So I decided to go ahead and put it on. Yeah, that's why I put it on there, Crust Riders, because it reminded me of Vice City. There was like 3 or 4 other ones that I could have done, but this one here seemed like the best fit for the episode, and it seemed like the best fit for Talking Tuesday and Thirsty Thursday, because we all know that when GTA 6 comes out, I am going to be playing the hell out of it. So we're going to go around with some of our favorite games this week. We're going to go start out with Rockstar Games with both Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Online. Then we're going to move over to Bethesda Games. We're going to move over to Fallout. We're going to move over to Starfield. And then after that, we are going to start looking at some of the Switch games, be that Mario Kart or Mario World or, yeah, wait a minute. Wait. Well, let's kick it off because that doesn't make any sense to me. See if I can find it again. Probably not. What is the name of the new Mario Kart? Did they name that Mario World? Because if so, don't they already have a Mario World? I'll look for it here in a minute. Pirates of the Caribbean. I heard that is a PvP heavy game. If you like PvP, head on over there and go see it. Um, Rockstar Games, here we come. What have you posted? 7 hours ago. So this was posted today. Assert dominance with the Mammoth Patriot Mill spec, free to claim for all GTA Plus members through May 28th. Members also get bonus GTA cash and RP on the Titan Job, or I'm sorry, the Titan Job finale from Oscar Guzman files again, and much more, including the latest edition of the GTA Plus games library, bully on compatible iOS and Android devices. Join now, and it gives you a hyperlink. You know, after talking Tuesday, I got to thinking a little bit because I really started dogging on Starfield. I was dogging on Starfield on how they got such an expansive game, and it just feels like they're letting people down. Now you look at Rockstar Games, and you look at Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is at the end of its life. However, Rockstar is still bringing you fresh content. They're still bringing you, albeit the idea is recycled, they're constantly trying to bring you something to keep you engaged in the game to where they don't lose the gamers. I really wish that Bethesda, Starfield would take a note from these guys and actually follow suit. But hey, Rockstar, I gotta tip my hat to you guys. You guys are keeping it going while everyone's anticipating Grand Theft Auto 6. Bethesda gave me Oblivion back after nearly 20 years. I'm happy. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot. I need to go figure out where to download it from, whether it be my Xbox, my PlayStation, or my PC, and start playing that game because everyone says that game is freaking amazing. And you know what? We're gonna check in on Oblivion since that's one of the hot topics now. Rockstar Games 8 hours ago compete in the spectacle of Grand Theft Auto Online open wheel races for an eye popping 4 times GTA cash. I think that's the highest I've ever seen. And RP. Plus, get 40% off any of the open wheel models at Legendary Motorsports and compete 3 open wheel races this week to be rewarded with the Dark Manor suit. Is I, I need to get back into this community. Hold on just a second. Yeah, I'm rolling away. There we go. That feels much better. Um, I need to get back into this community and figure out is this like a collectible suit that they're wanting you to go do? Because if so, that would be pretty badass. But if you can just go buy it in the store afterwards, what's the point? Rockstar Games 2 days ago, and I already reported on this, so I'm not reporting on it again. That is everything. So they have not said much about Red Dead Online. Um, that's another game that I need to go and kind of dive into and figure out. I'm in talks right now to possibly buy another PS5. Uh, as everybody knows, Sweet Kitty Pie loves to play on my PS5, and we play Minecraft all the time together. So I think I'm going to end up buying another PS5 and then just give that one to her, and that way I can run through these games a little bit. Let's go over to Bethesda now. And I bet you anything with this Bethesda one, we are going to get all of the games I was talking about on this one thing. So I'll be able to roll through most of them. And they still have that stupid Indiana Jones that they're that they're promoting. I don't know what the hell this first one is. Some cat. I don't get it. Unless it's something to do with Indiana Jones. Let's pass that up because I don't understand what the fuck it is. Hold on, let me look at the comments, see what it says. I guess it has something to do with scrolls. Huh, who knew? Meet Dan Lee, art and developer. Oh, never mind. That's just about one of their employees. Keep moving. Morrowind turned 23, I guess today, because they say happy birthday to it. They're coming out with another Doom. I remember uh Chungus saying something about this, and I asked him, I said, hey man, is this going to be a VR? Because you remember, I think it was back in 2014, 2015, back when VR was just starting to catch on, that this last, or maybe it was two Dooms ago, where it was all VR. That game was actually pretty goddamn cool. I'm not a Doom dude, but I thought it was pretty cool. I just never got into the Doom series. I think I got into it a little bit back in the early 2000s, and then something happened, and maybe I was just away from it too long. I just could never get re-engaged to it. It's almost like the Final Fantasy series. I love Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation 2, but then once that moved on, I played Final Fantasy Tactics, and then Iraq happened, and I just never got back into the Final Fantasy series. And when I tried, I don't know what game it was. It had to have been like 9 or 10 or 11, one of them three. It was just boring for me. I ended up taking the game out of my system, putting it back in the case, and taking it back to get a refund because it was horrible. Crush Rider says, I used to play the hell out of Doom 2. Then I discovered Heretic, which was Doom with magic, still made by ID. Crush Rider, you love your games with magic, don't you? You are a wowhead. There's magic in that. You love Elder Scrolls or Elder Rings, whichever one. I know there's magic in that. So it seems to me that yes, I love fantasy and magic. There's nothing wrong with that, my man. Nothing at all wrong. And hey, by the way, while I got you here and while I got all of Nomad Nation out there, hey, thank you for filling in for me while I was indisposed of out helping our fellow citizens recover from a very devastating fire out there. I really do appreciate it, man. You did a hell of a job in my seat. And we're going to have you on some more. You just don't know it yet. Oh. All right, Bethesda. When you are updating your page, you have to identify what game you're talking about. Me trying to sit here and decipher what this game is ridiculous. 2 days ago, all roads lead back to Oblivion. The Elder Scrolls 6 Oblivion Remastered is available now. Uh, well, the little tabs, there is no damn tab. There's comments, there's no goddamn tab. Where's Braville at? I guess that would. What game has Braville? That would be. Then I'd be able to figure out what goddamn game this is. I know it's not Fallout. Elder Scrolls 4. Is that your final answer? And I'm pretty much going to take it because you're the Elder Scrolls guru. Yep, that's what it was. Yep, Skyrim. Huh. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go find. Oh, you know Roman numerals. You know, I know what I know what the V means, but then once you start putting the I's in front and behind it, then I lose count. It's kind of hard for me to keep up on that. Maybe they were a little too smart for my for me, but I kind of struggle when it comes to Roman numerals. All right, Bethesda, you suck. But I do bet that if I go to Fallout, I'm gonna get something. Glow of the Ghoul. We're still on the Ghoul, I see. Yes, we are. 2 hours ago from Fallout, we're now over to Bethesda. Check out the updated calendar for May in Fallout 76. Our new seasonal event, the Big Bloom, starts on May 6th with Invaders from Beyond right after it on May 20th. Mutated public events come back in June. Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it, Crest Rider. Yeah, it's a foreign language to me. Oh, let's see here. Fallout. Again, 1 day ago. Congratulations to our 3 radiation camp contest winners. Piracy won the basic category with their radiated uh, Atom 76 camp. And when I say camp, it's C.A.M.P. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Yeah, I guess when it's in your name, you gotta learn that pretty damn quick. So if you want to go over to Fallout's Facebook page, take a look at some of these. They did do a hell of a job on their camps. These things look amazing. Uh, I'm gonna try and say his name. I'm probably gonna murder it. Slifferjam won the creative category with their Meltdown Kitchen, starring Chef Gulia. Thor Odin Dottier won the abstract category with their radioactive water camp. And looking at some of these pictures, yeah, they put a lot of time and effort into this. I'd be I'd be very curious if these guys are on PC, Xbox, or on the PlayStation 5. I wish they would say that because some of these I almost want to say that they were done with the PC because it's a little too fine, a little too artistic to be on either the PlayStation or the Xbox. While I could do a lot of cool stuff, Crust Rider could do a lot of cool stuff, Sweet Kitty Pie could do a lot of cool stuff with our camp. Sometimes you just can't get that little bit of an edge that you need to make a cool camp. Now, either way, if it was on console, man, I tip my hat even more to them because some of these look very good. I really encourage you to go there and take a look at it. Fallout 1 day ago. Kalamoth is a small trapper town prized for its gecko pellets. Located east of Ario, the Chosen One came here in search of the traitor Vic while chasing the legend of the Gek. So here's the one thing I don't get about Fallout at times. They bring up all of this lore, and that is cool. I really like that, and at the same time, they're they're teaching the canon of the game through Facebook without even having to play the game. Because you have to remember, not all of the canon events are available to us on the console or on the PC. The games are just not out there. And the PC ones, even if they were available today, I don't know if the computers of today would be able to run them. And it's not because they're not strong enough, it's just because these are so weak. I don't know if the graphics would match up. It'd probably be a horrible experience. So, like Fireball, Chungus, and myself were talking about, and Crest Rider, you're gonna have to fill me in because I didn't see all the episodes when I was gone. I would really like to see Bethesda come out and make remasters, not really redo the entire game, slap a new engine on it, slap some new graphics on it, and re-release some of your oldies but goodies. And then possibly, while those are being released and it's taking you forever to come out with Fallout 5, maybe then you could release some of these earlier titles that were only available on the older systems, like PlayStation, uh, the PlayStation 2, maybe even the old Commodore. I think when I was reading some of the lore, one of the games is only available on was only available on the PC, and I believe that was the one where they were in Los Los Angeles dealing with the water chip. That would that would just be cool by me because you'd be putting out a lot of games. Number one, number two, you'd be refreshing everyone's memory of the canon of the game and canon of the series while the TV show is still going. So when you get a lot of people who are interested in the TV show but don't know much about the games, they can't go back and play those because let's face it, a PlayStation 2 nowadays, you would get on it and try and play it, and you'd be like, "What in the hell is this?" I love this chair, but it keeps making me slouch. Okay, all of the Fallout main series games are available on Steam. I don't know about all of them, Crest Rider. I'm pretty sure Fallout 2 is not available. Let me go and check. Trust but verify. And I'm glad you brought that up. Is that the one where you're trying to find? Is that the one in Los Angeles? Where is that the one in Los Angeles? Like one of the very first ones that came out. Don't play with me, Crest Rider, because that is uh one of the things I really want done is to be able to play these games again. Now I shouldn't even say again because I didn't play the very first one where they were dealing with. Yeah, I started with 3-2, where they were dealing with the water chip and then they were dealing with the super mutant. Um, I want them to bring those games back out, but don't change the essence of the game. Don't change the storyline. Just give it the updated graphics, maybe slap in a new engine, and bring it to us because your loyal or your loyal fans for Fallout will buy it up. Like I'm going to go to Steam right after this production and see exactly what they have for Fallout on Steam. Fallout. Okay, here's the ones that are on Steam. Fallout 4, Fallout Classic Collection. What the hell's that? Okay, that has Tactics Brotherhood, which is not canon. Adam RPG 76. Nobody wants to play the Outer Worlds. That game was horrible. Fallout Legacy. What the hell is Fallout Legacy? Oh, okay. It says Fallout 2. and tactics. Yeah, I saw the same thing, man. So hey, you know what I'm going to be doing after this? I'm going to be going and seeing. Uh, I'm going to be getting back on these games because I've really wanted to play those first games and get a more rounded Fallout experience from it. And I get it, man. You're not going to be able to make Oh, really? You own them all already? Hey, Crush Rider, you might want to take your credit card and hide it when you've been drinking. I'm just joking with you. However, let's get back to what we were doing. Facebook. Back to what I was saying before is I really appreciate how they kind of bring the history of the game to Facebook to their page and just give you small snippets to get you interested to hopefully, well, you would have to wade through a whole bunch of bullshit to get to the actual canon. But hopefully that would spur people to read the Fallout story and the canon and understand what's going on in 76, what's going on in Fallout 4, what's going on in Fallout 2, what's going on in Fallout 3, what's going on in Brotherhood, even though Brotherhood is not canon. Um, all of these games that they're not used to, these little small bits hopefully gives them a little bit of an interest to go back and research it to become actual children of the wasteland. Grab during Steam seasonal sale, undoubtedly. Probably. Yep. I'm gonna have to start looking for the same thing, and Sweet Kitty Pie's gonna punch me because I'm gonna end up buying something that I shouldn't. Let's go over to Starfield. And just so everyone knows, I'm just waiting on the price for Starfield to come down on Steam Deck, and then I'm going to snatch it up. The one thing I don't agree with Steam on is they're forcing you, like for Starfield, they're forcing you to buy Shattered Space. I don't think that's right. I think once you buy the game, the damn DLC should come with it. $20 for your full old collection. All right, bet that. I'm going to be streaming it too. There we go, Nomad Nation. We now have something going on. I am going to start streaming the Fallout series. All right, Starfield. So I am hoping, I am praying that you have updated since Tuesday. You did. I'm so happy. Tataris is a broken world, torn apart by its neighbors. With this free creation by Go Array, you'll be able to visit a sanctuary planet with a vibrant landscape and peaceful herbivores, a hostile planet with extreme unstable climates, and some of the most dangerous creatures in the solar system. Where will you land first? I'm almost thinking that again they need to they need to specify which platform they are talking about. Is this for Xbox or is this for PC? Because Chungus would be the first one to tell you that PC is a million times different than the consoles. And I'm sure I'm going to be able to tell you that here in a little bit myself. Oh, goddamn tickle. More beer, I guess. All right. And then we go back to April 18th. One damn post in what? Almost 2 weeks? Come on, you got to get better than that. I really don't want to dog on you too much more because I dogged the hell out of you on Tuesday. I can't do this again. All right, well, let's go over and see what the hell's going on with Mario. Let's go over to Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch 2 is coming at us June 5th of 2025. I know I said I was going to go ahead and I was going to buy it, but myself and Sweet Kitty Pie got to talking, and I agree with Sweet Kitty Pie. I think I'm going to hold off, and I'm going to let this first wave go by me. And I'm going to go ahead and let all the bugs get rattled out of it, and all the bugs getting fixed before I actually buy it. And it kind of breaks my heart because I really wanted to play the Mario World, but I don't want to spend the $500 on something that is going to be buggy or is going to need massive updates. So I'm just going to wait and see what's going on with it. Pinkman. Ooh. Pinkman Blooms 3.5. I'm going to assume that's 35th. Anniversary celebration in-app events are starting today. Join the celebration in-app events and meet Nintendo consoles 80 through 95 decor Pinkman to commemorate the occasion. More information, and you have to go to their site, and you are going to have to go to their hyperlink that they provide. Full Metal Jaguar, Galactic Knight, or Mastermind. Let us know what class you've been playing in or playing as in Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Okay, hang on. I got another comment from my top commenter, Mr. Crest Rider. Fuck the Switch 2 and its overinflated prices. Nintendo did the same thing with the DS and the 3DS and had to walk back prices when nobody bought it. You are completely correct. We talked about this a little bit on the last episode of Nomad Gamers, and I think we came to an agreement. And for once, Fireball and Chungus and myself, we were in agreement on this. Is Nintendo has historically been a little bit cheaper than its competitors. And when I say a little bit, when the competitors' prices are at 60, they have been roughly $49.99 for any of their new games. Their console wasn't too bad when it first came out as far as price. I don't remember what it was priced at. Probably somewhere around $400. But it lagged in other areas. It didn't have the capability to go ahead and stream. Uh, you had very limited online activity, and the controllers. If you just stay with the basic controllers, I don't know about you, but my hands cramped up every time I used them. Unfortunately, this is coming from Crest Rider. Unfortunately, it looks like gamers as a whole are fired up as hell to throw money at Nintendo because because it's Nintendo. Is that what you were trying to say, Crest Rider? You had me going and then you just stopped it. Like mid sentence. Stop. Done. Okay. All right, thank you for that clarification. This is another topic that we have talked about extensively on Nomad Gamers. Is Fireball wants us to hold them accountable. Read it correctly. Unfortunately, it looks like gamers as a whole are fired up as hell to throw money at Nintendo because Nintendo. Because it's okay, whatever. It isn't correct, but we'll go with what you have to say. Fireball was talking about holding these people accountable for putting out shitty games or jacking the prices up on us, that the community needs to put their foot down and needs to say, enough is enough. I couldn't agree more with them. However, there's a problem. The community is not going to do that. The gamer community doesn't say much when it comes down to uh, prices of the games or how long it's taken to get games out. Ooh, good God, I'm sorry. I done kicked my stand. They always give them excuses. They give them a pass. I agree with Fireball. Chungus agrees with the both of us. He doesn't quite agree with our wording on it, but he agrees that some games are taking too long, prices are too high. And this is a big if Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, and let's just go with an even number, and it's priced at $100 a copy, everybody else is going to follow suit with that $100. Then when everybody else follows suit, then Nintendo is going to follow suit, and they're going to go to $70 for every game copy that you buy. There's also rumors out there, and I haven't seen anything that disproves this theory, that instead of getting a cartridge, you're going to get a code. You put the code in, and then you download the game. Something to that effect. That's been one of the biggest complaints that I have heard so far about the Switch 2. And when I say one of the only complaints, is one of the only complaints that makes sense. Everybody else is complaining, oh, it's not OLED, it's not this, it's not that. Everything else they're talking about is cosmetic. What I'm talking about is my pocketbook. Uh, yes, that is what they're complaining about, Crest Rider. Third party cartridges will almost all be key cards to unlock access to a digital copy. Yes, I think all of the major uh, video game brands, Xbox, Sony, or Xbox, Microsoft, Sony PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch, I believe they're all three gonna start going to the digital copies. I think the days of us getting a disc or us getting a little SD card, I think those are just about over. That is my opinion. That is not a fact. My opinion and my opinion only. Oh, and they dropped two more Nintendo Star Wars games for the Switch, Bounty Hunter and Jedi Power Battles. As Outbreaks of Livy, more Pokemon stuff, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm glad they brought this up because uh, Sweet Kitty Pie, whenever she plays my Switch, she goes to the Nintendo 64 part and she starts playing Pokemon Battle, I think it is. It's almost like a Tetris. Both myself and Sweet Kitty Pie play Pokemon Go. Uh, I really like what they did with Pokemon Go. Let me pause real quick. We'll come back to Switch, but let me talk about Pokemon Go for a minute. So the stigma out there is, oh, hold on, before I get on my soapbox, Crest Rider again. So you're paying $10 more to have a 50-cent piece of plastic and circuits blocking your access to your digital game. I do not want to say yes because I don't have confirmation of that. I know what the rumors are saying. I was not available to sit in on, uh, for a lack of a better term, Nintendo's town hall meeting that they had with all their loyal fans. But everything that I'm reading online right now, after that little town hall meeting thing, yes, that's what I keep hearing. But I don't know. If the whore's a Game Freak, wow. Okay. If the whores at Game Freak and Nintendo would just give us a Gen 1 and 2 Pokemon games so we can make proper use of the Pokemon Stadium Nintendo 64 games, I would be happy. You know what? I think Sweet Kitty Pie would be just as happy. Now, I'm going to get into this whole Pokemon thing as soon as I sit up. So, I've been playing the hell out of this Pokemon Go. I have never been a huge Pokemon fan up until Pokemon Go. And I had to learn a lot of stuff on the fly. What does this ball do? What does that ball do? What does this fruit do? What does that fruit do? What in the hell is going on with all these different Pokemons? Like, what in the fuck? There's got to be 1,000 of them. I've been doing my research. However, the one thing I do like about this game, and there is a downfall to it, is instead of sitting in front of a TV playing a video game on your gluteus maximus, being PG, just for all you out there, you actually have to get out and walk. You get prizes, and they're not very good prizes, but they're still prizes. Balls, max potions, revives. You can get a little bit of everything on this. For walking, you stop, you find some Pokemon, you throw the balls, you get your Pokemon. When you come back home or when you're out there and you're sitting on a bench, you just get rid of the ones you don't need, power up the ones you want to power up, and move on to the next one. I think that is that they did an incredible job with that game for it being a Pokemon digital game. Now, here is the downside to it. There is a reason why you have a warning when you first open up that game saying, be aware of your surroundings because people were trespassing. People were going places they should not have been going. I think I heard of one person literally walking off a damn cliff in a rock quarry. People, play the game, but pay attention to your surroundings. That's going to be all. It's not the fall that hurts you. It's the sudden stop at the end that does. Okay. That feeling when you have a Pokeball Plus and a Pokestop across the street from your house, laugh out loud. I have a Pokestop and a Poke Gym across the street from both my house and at my place of employment. I am so lucky enough that there is a Pokemon. I'm going to fuck this up. I already know I am, and Crush Rider's going to get me. A Pokemon Wind that blows right through my yard, and another one that blows right by my work. It's not too far away from my work. So the amount of Pokemon that I see is pretty decent. And one of the things that I noticed, because I took a long break from them, is that when I came back, they're spreading the love with the newer Pokemon. Like, you don't have to go to the most popular spot to go and try and find this rare Pokemon or this new Pokemon. It will literally show up everywhere. I think they got away from the regional Pokemons. I think they got away from uh Pokemons that you can only get like in France or uh, Italy or somewhere in Africa or China or Japan or the USA or Mexico. I think they got away from that. And if you have them, they're very rare. But I haven't looked into it too much, and I haven't seen much on social media saying, "Hey, by the way, I need this." I have seen people say that they need friends from like a frozen tundra area. I've seen people who said that they need friends from a grassy or a forested area. So I know that they still have biodomes around that you're gonna need stuff from, and they're helping out that by allowing your friends to send stuff to you. Okay, I thought that was a new comment, but it wasn't. But that is a great game because you get out, you get to walk, you get to touch grass, see sunshine, get some vitamin D in your skin from the sunlight, and just you get to enjoy life. But don't walk out in front of a damn car while you're doing it. Don't walk off a cliff. Make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing, and don't go on private land because in some states, going on private land will get you shot. And I love you all. I want y'all coming back for all of our episodes. So please, please, please pay attention to what you're doing. All right. I think I said enough on Pokemon Go and Pokemon for that matter. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. I'm going to have to check out some of these games. Like I said, I'm enjoying Pokemon Go, so I might enjoy these other ones too. And I might learn a lot too. You never know. Let's see here. Choose from 23 player characters to include Link from the Legend of Zelda series to stop Nightmare on June 5th. Soul Calibur 2 will be playable with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership on Nintendo Switch 2. This literally looks like another Mortal Kombat. or another Super Smash Brothers. It is literally Nintendo characters, everyone but Mario, and you are battling. It I swear to God, I almost thought I was watching a clip for Mortal Kombat. One of the original Mortal Kombats. This is kind of wild. And it might be kind of cool. I might have to check that out. And then 2 days ago, Nintendo Switch Online members from 4:30 at 10 a.m. Pacific time to 5/6 at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time, you can download and try two select Star Wars games at no additional cost. Those two games are Star Wars Bounty Hunter and Star Wars Episode. Fuck, I can't read it. I think it's Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. The dark future awaits in this open world action adventure RPG. Step into Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition's Night City as at CD Project Red shares their cyberpunk vision in this week's Creators Voice. That was reported on 2 days ago. You know, that's another game that I heard is amazing, is Cyberpunk 2077, and I have never played it. Crest Rider is probably going to reach down from where he lives down to where I live and smack the shit out of me. Who says? It's on the Switch 3 days ago. Agents Hitman World of Assassinations Signature Edition is now available to pre-order on Nintendo 2 or Nintendo Switch 2. Your next contract is truly on the go. Is this that Hitman that Bethesda made? Hold on, I got another comment. One can never say too many things about Pokemon. Okay. And Cyberpunk is rather fun. Hey, didn't it start crashing real bad and they had to take it down when it first came up? I think that's what you told me because back when it came out, you and me were still playing Fallout 76. Like, well, while I'm waiting on him, I don't know. I can't tell who makes this game. But if it's Hitman, I swear Hitman was made by Bethesda. I thought that was a dead title, but I guess not. 3 days ago, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster is available now for pre-order and arrives on Nintendo Switch 2 on June the 5th. Pre-order today, and they give you a hyperlink. Uh, from Crest Rider, Cyberpunk was a buggy mess when it first launched. Yes, they have since fixed it, and it's a great game. I have heard the same thing. I really need to start investing in some of these. Bravely Default is a fantastic RPG. I own it on my 3DS. Okay. Last one for the Nintendo Switch. 5 days ago, so it would have been last Thursday when they reported this. Time to squad up. Tag who you're playing. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition with period. So it looks like Nintendo's bringing out a lot of good stuff. Nintendo has always been real good at bringing out a lot of titles at different times to keep their customers engaged, and I really do enjoy that. Kirby's back. I'm just scrolling down some more. I'm not going to report on anything else. They're getting Madden 26, Nintendo Music, featuring all of your theme music from like Zelda, Mario. Anytime I see Zelda, do 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 do, it's like ingrained in my brain. I played that damn game so much. Just seeing it, I want to walk inside and pick up my controller and start playing some old school Zelda or Link. It takes a while to figure out the controls again, but once I do, I start killing it. Donkey Kong is around. let's see. Something else about the Switch. What I'm actually looking for while I'm going down is I'm trying to find the title for the new Mario Kart. Because I can almost swear there's a Mario World already. And like they're stealing the name. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Walker, or The Wind Waker for GameCube comes to Nintendo Switch 2 as part of the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. Nintendo Music is alright. I use it from time to time. This is all coming from Crustrider. Their advantage is that they programmed in the loops so you can run the same song for an hour if you want, and it'll just flow perfectly. You are correct. Because, like I said, Zelda, I mean, when you're playing Mario Kart and you're racing with Link, I swear to God, that damn song is on repeat in your head. It's ridiculous. But it's also pretty cool, too. Street Fighter is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. That's interesting. Okay, I just found the new Mario Kart. Okay, I see how they're doing it now. They're saying Mario Kart World. Mario World is different than Mario Kart World. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been 54 minutes of fun times for Thirsty Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. We have went around the block. We have come back. We had a very good discussion. If you are watching us after this live broadcast and you have any comments, I monitor my comments every single day. I will respond to you. And if I don't respond to you on Facebook, on Twitch, or on YouTube or TikTok, I am saving it to answer you online. So leave your comments down below. I need comments. For YouTube, we still need help. We need we need help over there. If you're on Facebook right now watching me, when I come off the air, I ask you very humbly, please, to go to your search bar, type in Nomad Gamers. It is right here. Same spelling as the YouTube. Go there, punch that follow button, help us get to 100. We are at, I think we're plateaued at like 83, 84. We need 100 to be able to go live on Saturday mornings. So if you can help us out with that, that'd be amazing. Share us with everybody that you can. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, game true, game hard, always, and I mean always, game on. Aha, found you. You're right over there. I see you in the back. I see you back here. Come on up here. You're gaming, you're having fun, you're being you. You're beautiful the way you are. Stay gaming. Keep gaming. Keep being you. If you're playing a game out there and you run across a griefer who needs blown the fuck up, you blow that motherfucker up. Thank you for watching Thirsty Thursday. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all of the support. Peace and love. God's Father is out the door.